Hey grandkids, this is Grandpa Grill on one of my daily walks going to my quiet spot. I'm in Norman. I just took about a 10-minute walk and I'll show you the direction that I came from, right in back of me, and now I'm going into the woods. We're going to the river to my quiet spot. So let's go on our walk. We're in Norman, Oklahoma, and we'll see what we find. Okay, we're walking into the woods now. We're just going out of the park, and so this is beginning of the river, or the river wetlands anyway. We're probably another 1.5 miles from the river, but I've got a beautiful walk like this. One of the things you got to watch for is poison ivy, and the way you know you've got poison ivy is if your branches or your vines have fuzz on them. And all winter long I've been looking at the fuzz on these vines, and I'm going to turn it off just for a second. Okay, these are some of the vines, and these are not poison ivy because they don't have any fuzz on them. This is the path that I take. And it looks like this for quite a while. I'm going to bring it up, make sure you can see it. I'm just learning how to use this on the end of my walking stick. So sometimes if I get my pictures out of focus, maybe Pam can edit that. But right now, it's a beautiful walk, maybe for another mile or two before we get to the river. I'll turn it off for a second or put it on pause, and then I'll be back. You can see that four-wheelers come along here every once in a while. Of course, there's another path. I don't know if you can hear the birds singing, but we're beginning to get different birds than we get in the city. Another thing that I'm always doing, and you'll always see me do this about every 50 yards, I turn around and look what's behind me for several reasons. One, I don't want to be surprised by anybody. I carry walking poles. If a runner startles me, I don't want to hit him with my rod by accident or my pole. And another is because I need to know my way back. I don't know how well you know an area. It changes in the wilderness every season. So you need to look back so that when you're on your way, you know what turn to take, you know where you are, you know how to do it. And if you don't pay attention, so about every 50 yards, I'll turn around like this. Well, when I'm walking, I go pretty fast, but I can see, oh, okay, that's going to look familiar on the way back. So always, every 25 to 50 yards, look back, take a picture in your mind where you've been, because it looks real different on the way back when you're tired. And I think you'll see what I know. This is a familiar track to me, but sometimes on the way back I get lazy and tired. I even close my eyes as I walk if I've been out here. Okay, Grandpa Grill again. You can see back here I'm just coming out of that path I was talking about. So, gonna be walking up here, and now the change. We're close to at least, the river, not the river itself, but we're getting close to just how the, the sand dunes of the river. So I'm gonna turn around and we'll just walk on and see what we see. I'll try to hold the camera pretty still looking at tracks, still looking around, make sure I'm alone. It's okay if I'm not, I just want to know it. There's a hobo camp up here not far, and they're really good guys. They watch out for me when I wear my orange hat. They know who I am. They had a red tarp over their main lodge tent that you could see 5 miles away, so I had an extra camouflage. tarp and gave it to them. So this is the beginning of the river. Oh, you can even see some fish down in there. Several fish, more fish than I've seen on this little tributary. That actually goes up to the park where I just came from. I don't know, I can see the fish. It probably doesn't show in the resolution of the camera. Well, I may have found a new fishing spot for me. Oh, and there's a little turtle floating. I don't see, oh, it just went under. You may have seen the bubbles. Okay, let's go back on the trail. We're south of Norman on the South Canadian River. I used to run my dune buggies up and down here years ago. I'm only going to tape 10 minutes, so if I get close to that time, I'll just pack my camera away and we'll talk another day. There's lots of things to talk about, like the gear I bring with me on just a day trip in case something happens and it turns into a 2-day trip. I should have phone reception here, so you can just see South Canadian River, south of Florida. Over there, the River Rin's Casino. Down here is I-35. You'll hear planes go over once in a while, and about 4 or 5 miles over this way, north and east, is the Norman Airport. Okay, we're gonna quit for a second, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna follow this tributary. Oh, about another half a mile, maybe a little bit further than that, and that's where I have my quiet stop. I may stop and show you the hobo camp if you can see it this time of the year. Okay, we're out for a little bit. I'm going to be walking down the trail some more. Okay, I'm about a quarter mile from where I want to be, and I just kind of wanted to show you. I'm not sure. You can see my buddies over in the camp. I don't have a I don't know if you can see that or not. That's where their main lodge is, right up there. And talk about OPSEC, or operational security. They will not come out and see a person. No. Nobody will know they're there. I ran into them by accident because one of them fishes, and I won't even say his name, but I'm not even sure you can see. Oh, maybe there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I've got it in zoom. That's kind of their lodge, and they each have little camps around there. One of them was a laid-off bricklayer, been out of work for 3 years. Couple others, they have names, they're nice guys. I think that if I were ever in trouble out here, I always wear an orange hat and they know me. They keep their distance unless I invite them in or I say something to them. They won't talk to me. They're very appropriate, they're very safe, and there's something that I really enjoy having them around, especially when they're out fishing. They fish near my quiet spot, so that's where we're headed. I just thought I'd show you the hobo camp, and good group of guys. This is my quiet spot. I wanted to get those cranes out there. Oh yeah. There we go. I see their tracks all over the place. This is it. Right there, that sand. I go sit on that ledge. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, then I'll give it a photo from there, and that'll be it for today, grandkids. Okie doke.